All right, here we go. Michael Offmuth challenged me to be brave and be bold and take the courage to share something that I'm passionate about. And there's something I created about 2 years ago to eventually work on, and based on several things that have happened over the course of those 2 years, and very recently, it's time to share it. So this challenge is all about sharing something you're passionate about, something that you care about, and just putting it out there and not being afraid to receive criticism or any negativity, and just put it out there. It's time we share the things that we care about and share them with everybody. So here's the first take, uncut, raw. Here we go. What I created 2 years ago was a brand called MYE Life. You can see that it's an acronym. It stands for me, you, everyone. And I'm going to dive into what that means here to me and why I created that here in just a second. But I'd like to give a couple shout outs to, first of all, Michael. You were the tipping point in creating this video. So thank you for challenging me to do this. I'm really excited to share this and get some feedback for it. Secondly, I had a great conversation with Lloyd yesterday about not setting timelines to do these things. Just put your opinions out there, and the people that can relate to that or that appreciate it will follow you and be drawn to you. And those that aren't, no big deal. My sister, Carolyn, thank you for always supporting me and giving me the courage to do the things that are challenging and giving me different perspective. My mother, you always help me grow and have challenged me to be a leader and spread the good vibes and positivity that I'm all about, and just bring light into the world. So those people I'd like to thank. I'm reading a book right now by Brene Brown called Daring Greatly. The core message so far is to be vulnerable and be brave and take the courage to put yourself out there. And I just finished a book by Lloyd, actually, that talks about balancing your feeling self and your thinking self to be your best version of yourself. So back to MYE Life. So this stands for me, you, everyone. This concept was created to really tackle the negativity around the word selfish or being selfish. In my opinion, people are losing sight of the things that are important to them and really taking care of themselves. And so today, to deliver this message, I've dressed up for the occasion. I'm wearing my Revolution's Good Vibes hat. If you know me at all, you know that Revolution is just part of my heart, and they're all about spreading good vibes and positivity. And so one of my favorite songs by them is Courage to Grow. So I'm taking this opportunity to throw myself out there and just see what happens. So that's awesome. I'm also wearing a shirt that my sister created for the mental awareness wristbands that we created for a NAMI walk that she did. It's know about it, be about it. And I thought, what better way to start this off than to share what this is about. So I think people and our culture and our pressure to be selfless and put others before yourselves has really taken a toll on me. It took me about 30 years to really uncover myself and just be okay with who I am. I'm a vulnerable, sensitive person. All my life I've been a people pleaser and cared what people thought about me, and I have lost and not really taken the time to really just focus on myself and unpack what is inside of me, my character traits, my behavior, and basically just be myself and stop harping on all this negativity. So as you can see, most of this acronym is about you, the individual, and everybody. So most of it's about other people, but essentially the most important part of this acronym of MYE Life is me. You've got to start with yourself. And in order to help other people achieve happiness and be better versions of themselves, what better way to do that than to be the best version of yourself? So I would like to start a lifestyle, a movement, a brand, whatever you want to call it, for people to live my life. You've got to start with yourself. You've got to be able to wake up each day and look in the mirror and say and feel good about yourself. You've got to be comfortable and get rid of the guilt of doing things for yourself. This book that I just read by Lloyd talks about dopamine and oxytocin and the balance between the two. So doing things for others feels great. It is. It's awesome to do something for somebody else and be able to provide a happiness for somebody else. But don't ever forget about yourself. It's okay to be selfish. There are plenty of ways to be too selfish and unhealthy about that, but you need to be selfish. You've got to carve out time to do the things that make you happy and work on yourself and read books or exercise or do whatever it is that you want to do. And if the people around you that are in your circle are making you feel guilty about those things, you need to take a step back and analyze those relationships, because no one should ever make you feel guilty for doing the things that make you, that make you happy. If you're in a relationship or just in general, all of this is going to require balance. But when I first thought of this idea, it was extreme. I was passionate about it, and I thought, you know what? Every day I want to do something for me. I want to do something for you, the individual, and I want to do something for everyone, whether it's the community, the world, whatever it may be. So, a couple examples. If it's something for me, you want to wake up and pray for 20 minutes in the morning. You want to wake up and exercise. You want to wake up and have coffee in the morning by yourself with nobody. Do that. Do that. Why not? That makes you happy. That's gonna ultimately put you in a better place so that you can in turn help others, you and everyone, way better than if you're not doing those things for yourself, right? Now, doing something for someone on an individual level, maybe it's helping an old lady cross the street. Maybe it's buying somebody a coffee that in front of you at the drive-thru, or whatever it may be. Doing something for everyone could be commuting to work that day, or taking the bus or something like that to lower your carbon footprint. Maybe it's picking up trash. Maybe it's sending a positive video. I mean, it could be as simple as, complimenting 5 people that day. It doesn't matter what it is. But this concept ultimately is about spreading positivity, elevating our level of happiness on an individual basis, and ultimately helping others achieve that same thing. But there's no way we're going to be able to do that without starting with ourselves. That is the most important piece. And so this is my first video ever talking about it. This is my first time ever putting it out there to anybody to really talk about it. A couple of my friends and family members and some close acquaintances really know about this concept, but I just think it's so important. So really, at the end of the day, this is my first ink to paper concept. Never really put anything down before, so this is my first time. And I want to work on this. I'm not going to put a timeline on it. I'm just taking the very first step. So let's find ways to start with yourself every single day, or however often you need to. Find that balance to... No. See, this is a raw, uncut video right here. My son just tried to walk in here and do this. I asked for 10 minutes. Can't even make it 10 minutes. Right? I have 3 kids. 4th one's due in December. Anyways, so let's all find a way to live my life, right? Most of this is about other people, you and everybody else, right? But the very first step, the most important step, is starting with yourself. Let's unpack your life and look at it as a whole, and look at each component to see what's working well for you, what's not working well for you, what's maybe something you want to do a little bit more of, maybe a little bit less of, maybe one of your behaviors you're not enjoying and you don't like that behavior and you want to work on that. Well, let's talk about it. Let's know about it and be about it. It's okay to have flaws. It's okay to be indifferent and go through phases and all those kind of things. But this is all about finding balance. Let's start with you. start with me. Let's figure out how to get you in a good place so that you wake up each morning and feel good about yourself. You like what you see, you like what you feel, you like your thoughts, and ultimately take that energy and spread it to other people. It's really that simple. Elevate yourself so that you can help others elevate themselves. That's what it's all about. Okay? So this was 10 minutes of recording. I did not anticipate going on a rant like this. I'm sure I missed a few things, but the general concept, there it is. I appreciate you if you listened this far. Thank you again, Michael Offmuth, for challenging me to do this. Thank you, family, for all your support. And you'll see more of this to come. So thank you.